What's happening, everybody? Happy Friday night. What's going on? It's me, Matt. Welcome to ADHD Whiskey Live, where we're live and we talk about whiskey on Friday nights. Shutting off this background music because I can't hear music and do anything, really. Pretty much worthless if I'm listening to something. It's just the way it works. Happy Friday. Happy November. I guess it's officially fall, huh? I'm struggling. Turned 40 in 10 days. 40 years old. And that, when I was a child, meant that people were old. So, blink your eyes a couple billion times, and guess what? You're 40. That's what the hell's happening. Going through a midlife something. Got a CPAP machine. Tore my bicep tendon bowling. I'm old as balls. Jeez Louise. Say hi to people in chat. Let's hope my microphone's working. It's gotta be. It must be working. WJK up in the hizzy first. What's up, peeps? Happy friggin' Friday. Matt's favorites, toasteds and double barrels. Cheers. He sent me an entire flight. A gigantic flight of toasted barrels and double barrel whiskeys because he loves me and loves to have fun. And he knows that they're not my favorite thing in the world, but tonight, they're my favorite thing in the world. Except for all you guys, and my kids, and my wife, and my friends, and, the rest of my family, and As a matter of fact, I don't even really like them. But some of them might surprise me, we'll see. Jason Watson's here, Joey B. The doer of stuff is in the house. Owen's here. My mother's here. Everybody say hello to my mama. She's in chat. She took a digger in the airport the other day. And hopefully you're feeling good, Mom. I'll give you a call tomorrow with the kiddos. We'll do some video chatting. Love you very much. Joe the Sample Guy is here. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Scott Hayes. This is hilarious. Before I tuned in, poured some Russell's 10. Then I pulled this up and looked at the screen. There it was. Yeah, I found a whole bucket load of, whole shelf of the good laser codes. So Cam sent me a sample of one, but I didn't really believe him that's what it was. So I had to pick up my own bottle to see if the LLME thing, had to try it for myself. My own little bottle of it. I had a McIntyre's here, Chris Miller. Hollywood Marine is in the house. Got Hayes. Rose Sinker. Hi, everyone. Happy Breeders' Cup weekend. Sipping on Blanton's original single barrel. Cheers from Ajax, Ontario, Canada. How you doing? Sorry. Things will get better. I'll get a little bit. We'll get back into the flow. Tame Turkey's in the house. Got content for Matt every day this week. Loving it. Wanted to end October right. Start November good. That's what we're doing. Pumping out some more stuff. Got the CPAP machine. I'm sleeping better. I'm almost dying so many times less every time I go to bed. And that's a good thing. So, more energy a little bit. Starting to feel a little bit better and getting more work done. Feeling fine. Feeling a little better every day. Now I'll get this weight off and I'll be a whole new human being. Henry Gonsalves is in the house. Says aloha. What's up, Henry? That one guy, Bear. What's up, Bear? Paul Clausen's here. Adam is here. He says cheers. John Holgrave's in his. Steve Pillant. I'd be a terrible teacher, huh? Just mispronouncing children's last names left and right. Sean says, today I'm doing a 5-glass flight of Starlight. Baseline is bottled and bond, then 2 Oloroso sherry finished bourbon and 2 PX sherry finished bourbon. Interesting. Starlight's good stuff. Cherry Quicksand and Jason P's glass. Hell yeah. Little Barrel King action. Have received nothing but super positive feedback on the Barrel King picks. Cherry Quicksand, Candyland, both of those for the 11 years with a splash of 9-year in them. Still just nonstop good things I've been hearing, so that's awesome. makes me very happy to hear that. So hopefully, if you were on the fence about joining Barrel King before, hopefully that pushes some people into giving the gold member thing a shot, because there's no commitment and you can get stuff every month till you don't want to anymore. And November's pretty good stuff. I have a blend in November, and then Jared has a blend, and then there's like a collaborative thing from Barrel King, which is their Delta, which is the first time the Wild Turkey's in it. Awesome stuff. Oh my gosh, I thought you were going to say LLMF was the good one, and that I got the wrong one. That would have made sense, because that's typically what I do, is I get the wrong thing. CPAP is life. It's weird though. It's like I only have like the nose pillow one, so I'm sleeping with my mouth shut, and I'm doing really well with it, weirdly, but it's a weird feeling. It's a strange feeling, but it's good. It's a good thing. Mark Boyer's in the hizzy. What's up, Mark? Keith Stepansky. Are you slammered? Drinking some JD Barrel Proof Rye tonight. Hell yeah. Kirk Crowder. CGP Bourbon. Joe Grenda. What's going on? Jason, let me know how you like it. Let me know. Shook sent me a picture yesterday. Somebody must have given him some of it. He sent me a picture of the bottle, and he said, holy shit. And I was like, that makes me feel good. When I get text messages from people whose palates I trust, it makes me feel real good. Zeke picked up the Sagamore Double Oak after your review. Incredible pour. Cheers, Matt. That is... So there's been a few double oaked and toasted things that I have enjoyed. I've done one double oaked pick. This is how much I dislike double oaked stuff, typically, and toasted stuff. The 4-gate pick I did, it was either double oaked or finished in a red wine barrel. And I chose the red wine barrel. Because I was scared. I was scared I was going to get the double oaked 4-gate and not like it. Hell yeah, Matt. It took me, what, 3 years after being diagnosed to get a CPAP, but definitely already feeling benefits. I mean, it's not like day and night first, but it's like I'm doing more stuff, so apparently it's helping. Still tired, but getting better. You know what I mean? Keith, what the heck? $20 super chat. Thank you. Well, I haven't said what the heck in a while. That was like a throwback. What the heck? I like it. I have nothing to add. I just want these election heads to be done and people to focus more on the importance of bowling injuries. Right? Yeah. Bowling injuries suck. Luckily, there's not that many of them, apparently. But my right ankle is killing me. My left knee, because I used to plant on my left leg. I was not a slider, I'm a planter. So, right bicep, left knee, right ankle. And now my left hand from bowling left-handed is just... It feels like I have arthritis in it, you know? Whatever. Do what you love, even if it hurts you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the heck out of you. The nose pillow as well. Every once in a while you wake up to a tornado siren, then you realize your mouth fell open and you continuously honk like a goose. That's a weird thing, because it's pressurized and then you open your mouth and it's like... So like my wife will try to talk to me at night. She's like, hey, da-da-da-da-da. And I try to talk to her and like... I forget. Then I don't know what happens. I open my mouth and all shit breaks loose. It's nuts. I'm here to find out if the water heater's still working, Tim. Water heater is still cooking. And I called it a hot water heater. I've called it a hot water heater my whole life. And then I never realized that it was, what's the word? Shit. There's a word for it. Redundant. I'm pretty sure. See? I never would have come up with redundant. Before CPAP, I would have had to phone a friend. Redundant. A hot water heater. It's just a water. I get it, everyone. REM recovery takes a while. Keep it up. That's good to know. JR Nashville. What's up, JR? Whiskey Nose in the house. What's up, Marty? Fellowship chat. Thank you, Marty. What's going on, dude? Got your email that you received your package. Very nice. Try cayenne pepper and water like Aaron Rodgers for improvements. You know what? I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You got hurting poops. That's about it, right? And I'm all about, if I get some placebo action, I don't care. As long as it works, you know? The porter, what the heck, is part of my daily language. It's been a long time. Has been for a long time. That's funny. Joe the Sample Guy. He came in with a redundant, but I thought of it before you said it. Unless, at least I said it before I read your message. If there's too much stress on your bowling hand, maybe your finger holes are too close together. Just saying by my own experience. Yeah, agreed. It's a fitment issue, but I won't go into why I won't fix it, because it would sound mean. And it's not mean about anybody except for I don't think that they can get fixed locally. I don't know, maybe. But also I'm learning how to properly hold the ball. Because right-handed I don't use a thumb. Left-handed I use a thumb, so I'm figuring out. I'm using tape on my thumb. It's a whole new thing. Plus I suck. So matter of fact, the men's league I play bowl in two leagues. Mixed league with my wife and another couple. Dude won the freaking Powerball, that guy. And which is still crazy to me. That blows my mind. What a sweet guy. He's literally the nicest man. Huh. Good for them. And then men's league, I play with a younger dude who's a very good bowler. He averages like 220 in league, good bowler. And then his dad, and then another guy. So on the team, I'm the worst bowler even with my right hand. I'm by far the worst. But I've been bowling with my left hand, and I was like, listen, if you guys want to find a different teammate, I totally get it, because they're competitive. You know, they're in it to win it. And the young man, very sweet guy, said, don't worry about it. We're not sending you nowhere. If you want to bowl left-handed, you'll bowl left-handed. Plus, he knows I'll get a big handicap, and then I'll eventually get better. Well, yesterday, Wednesday, I was bowling bad. And he told somebody, he said to them, I basically dropped the ball. Like, instead of rolling the ball, it fell off my fingers, and dropped it kind of. And I turned around and I saw him saying something to somebody. And I was like, what? And he said, no, I just said I could bowl better with my dick. And I said, well, you try your left dick. Damn it. Kid's a real smart ass. Good bowler, though. 6-pound kid's ball. Just wing that thing. Any interest in trying some Arizona bourbon? Maybe I'm biased, but I find it to be quite tasty. Arizona bourbon. I thought they only made tea for 99 cents. I'm not against trying it. I'm not against it at all. I welcome it all. Christ is Lord. Amen. Love your channel, bro. Do you ever bourbon hunt in Avon? Yeah, I've been there a few times. That's where I live now. I saw some good bottles just out of my price range. Yeah, so Avon Liquor is... The owners there, great people. Awesome people. Great store. But their bottles are in my price range too. I get it. They've got shelves of... She's not home, Eric. Shelves of super allocated stuff. But it's a ski town. It's like a tourist attraction. So people come in and they buy them for crazy prices. So they don't sit on them very long, I don't think. One ski season and they're gone. Thank you for the super chat. And so if you're out by Avon, do you ever shoot over to like Silverthorne area? Some good stores over there. Wow, my brain sucks. Come on, CPAP, kick in. Damn it. I have an old, well, I'll think of it. There's a couple stores out that way that I really liked. I really like. Locals Liquors is a good one, and they have like an allocated raffle every year, which is really nice. And then Dillon Ridge is that's a good store too. And they also have a website that occasionally they just put bottles on that you can order online and pick up. I got a Michter's Barrel Strength Rye off their website, so just keep your eye out on that. I don't really know why might be the weather up here in Michigan, but lately been very partial to New Riff Rye. Just tastes so damn good lately. Rye stuff in the winter, hells yeah. Hells yeah. If you love Matt's beard, hit the like button. It's a red beard. Greetings from Ireland. You're not from Ireland, no way. All the way over there? Sipping a regular old Woodford and enjoying your life. What time is it in Ireland? I was going to do an Irish accent. Then I thought better of it. Because it's not very good. It's bad. Cheers from Germany. What the hell's happening? We're sending this shit everywhere, huh? Pardon my language, but we're sending it everywhere. We're just shooting out live streams across the world. Crossing the oceans. Guten Tag. I took 2 years of German in high school. My German name was Oscar. Because we had to have a German name for German class. German teacher, Herr Allers. Good guy. Probably. Not quite sure. Seemed nice. Why didn't I take Spanish? I don't know. Weird decisions we make. The tiny bit of Spanish that I would have learned and would have held on to probably would have helped me a little more than the tiny bit of German I remember. I normally just go to Eagle and shop at Costco, but I've been on hunt for some good stuff. Yeah, there are. Eagle has a couple good stores. Up by City Market, there's a good store, and then there's like an old store. There's a store down in Eagle that used to have some really cool old stuff, but it all sold eventually. What in the world? I'm so... Wow. Sometimes I don't read. Hug Adam? Who needs a hug? Oh. Adam's owed a hug. Alright. 1:38 a.m. Huh. What's that? So 6 hours ahead? Huh. That's not bad. It's not too bad. It's not a very distinguished beard. It's patchy. It's patchy. We have a fun stream tonight. We have... Yeah, they sent me... Milestone sent me that bottle. Or Westward sent me that bottle. So I have that. It's awesome. I love that. It's my favorite single malt. American single malt for sure. Nick Foles, what's up, Nick? So we have a huge, gigantic, enormous, wildly big blind flight of toasted and double-barreled whiskeys here tonight. Bill, you're in chat. Quick question, because if the answer to this is no, then I'm pretty sure the answer to this is no. But did you include Jim Beam Winter Reserve in this flight? Yes or no? So if the answer is yes, it changes some things. If the answer is no, it changes nothing. Which doesn't make sense to you, but it will in a minute. I got into a conversation about how much we love your channel with the guys from Avon Liquor last week. Yeah, we had a dinner up at Beaver Creek last year, a whiskey pairing dinner, and it was with the owners of there and some other locals from the area. It was pretty cool. But yeah, we should definitely. There's a few of us around here now. We could definitely have a meetup. Yeah, I live out just west of Glenwood Springs. Awesome. Bill says no. So this is what I did, Bill. I added it because Bill sent me 9 samples. I added Jim Beam Winter Reserve to make 10. The way that it changes is this. I don't know what's in any of the samples he sent, but I labeled the bottom of the glasses A through, what's 10? A through J. J is Jim Beam Winter Reserve. The rest of them, A through I, are Bill samples that I don't know what they are, but they're labeled on the bottom. So Bill, you won't even know what I'm sipping until the end, I don't think. Unless we arrange it a different way. But I wanted to add it because when I recorded that video the other day, I said, I think this is the best, one of my favorite toasted bourbons. And it was $25. We'll see. We'll see where it falls in this flight. Anyway, this is a letter Bill sent. Dearest Matthew, find and close the double oaked toasted flight that was discussed on a live stream a few weeks back. I regret it took me longer than expected to develop this extra oaked experience because I know how much you love this whiskey varietal. I hope you enjoy experiencing as much as we will enjoy watching you work through it. My apologies in advance for the size of the flight. I had over 20 excellent choices, so even narrowing it to these 9 was difficult. Besides, I did not want to deny your maximum enjoyment of such a fantastic experience that I know you have been anxiously awaiting, which is untrue. But I do appreciate it. I know 9 samples can be a lot to keep straight in the moment, but with your excellent organizational skills and attention to detail, I know you will navigate it without issue and with robotic precision. That is Bill being antagonistic, and it's all right. You will also find a bottle enclosed. I look forward to your thorough and comprehensive review. This is for all those This is for all those viewers convinced I only send the best, most allocated unicorn whiskey. While this is not a whiskey at all, it is a drink of legends, and a legend like you should always have a bottle. As a former resident of my current hometown, Chicago, I'm confident you will feel right at home with the experience, which is Mort. And the cap didn't crack like I thought, Bill. It was leaking around the seal. So you know that they seal it very good. Not very good. Please do not plan for any whiskey nosing, tasting, critiquing, or other duties as assigned by Barrel King, ADHD Whiskey, or any other entity for a period of 4 hours after reviewing this bottle. The finish is persistently long and will F up your palate on par with the worst Amberana finished whiskeys you've ever tried. Cheers, Bill, the diabolical one. So that's what we're doing. Second. Third. First of all, we start the night always with a blind pour. This came out of the 1 ounce Wednesday box, and it was poured by a little helper. A little helper of mine poured it, and she did a great job. Sample bottles in this little box. Let's get into this one. What do you get on the nose? Tell me, what's on the nose? Come on, focus. Why don't you focus ever? There it is. Now you can smell. Bourbon. Wow. Interesting. Oaky, orangey, creamy. It's like if you had an oak and orange scented after like shaving cream. Yep. It's intriguing me because it's bright but also dark. It's like a mixture of two worlds here. Huh. This might be a rye. See, this is a problem. After the whole Jack Daniels debacle with the Baker's thing, threw me for a loop. The Baker's High Rye, because I was like, it smells like a rye. And then the Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Special Release thing threw me for a total loop. And now, apparently, I'm in this constant cycle of unsurety, which isn't a word. Huh. A little bit of bird's nest. Overall, very enjoyable sweet nose. I might have to pause this stream from time to time to yell at my children, but that's just a heads up. By yelling, I mean redirect them. Kindly. Oh boy. Shaving cream, delicious. Look at Perry's in the house. Perry, Perry, Perry. High fives to Perry. 200 people in chat. Thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you watching. Smells like Widow Jane 10 years. That's weird. I don't know about that. I'm not stuffed up. I'm feeling good. The CPAP thing is like, what do you call it? Humidified. So it's just humidifying my nasal passages every night. It's like a dream come true. Pressurized humidity. Redirected calmly and nicely. Children, am I right? Bird's nest? Bird's nest is like, just like you would think. If you put your nose in a sticky, twiggy, field-like, kind of like woody, but not quite woody. Now it's getting way fruitier. This is a nice nose. It's an interesting, complex nose. It has me guessing, and it's also very enjoyable to smell. I like this nose a lot. Hopefully the palate matches up. They'll match. Whoa. Wow. Poofy gal. Whew. Why does that taste 175 proof? First sip of whiskey for the day, by the way. First sip. Good grief. That was a powerful taste. I wasn't expecting that. It reminds me of like I wonder if that's like an Old Forester single barrel or something. That's kind of like, I remember the first time I tasted Old Forester single barrel proof. That's what it did to me, where I was like, wow, that drink's hotter than a mother. Some mothers. Hotter than some mothers. It tastes very high proof. It is thinly caramel. It's not very old. Wow, you know what's crazy? This is gonna be a long stream. tangents and a big flight. So bear with me. Had a tooth appointment this morning. By the way, these babies are my last. They call them. They're like test fit, pretty much. They're called something. I can't remember. They call them something. But this is my last set before my final teeth. As long as I like them and the fitment and how they look and my smile and everything, then I call them in a week and I tell them to place the order for my final set that's made out of the good stuff. The good stuff. So anyway, I had an appointment this morning. They took out both sets and they replaced them with these bad boys. What I was getting to is where the screws go in, they put like plugs in them, but they're like liquid rubber kind of. So they plug the holes for the screws so the debris doesn't get in the screw holes. Anyway, that whiskey literally just melted it. Like melted because I can taste the rubber, the plugs that they put in there. It went from tasting like lightly caramelized, high proof alcohol, and then I just tasted the rubber from those plugs they put in. That's the first time that's happened where it like really torched those things. It like softened them up. Good stuff. Whose birthday is it? David's birthday? David who? Nasal pills for CPAP. Nice. I miss you too, Perry. We need to get chatting soon. I need to get to chatting. Halloween was good. Kids were good. Kids had fun. It's pretty cold here, but we had a good time. Artfully Bourbon's here. What's up, Artfully Bourbon? Artfully Bourbon has a YouTube channel. I met them in Missouri. Go check them out. Pretty cool content. Put like very well filmed. Some would say it's put together artfully, which makes sense. 2XO Sneakerhead today. Is it really the best in series from Dixon? I haven't had it. The last 2XO I got was, I don't know why I start sentences that I know I'm not going to remember, like have an end to. I have 3 2XO bottles. I never got a Gem of Kentucky, and do I have an Innkeeper's blend? I should if I don't. I don't know, but I haven't tasted the Sneakerhead one. Yeah, those Barrel King single barrels are cherry bombs. A lot of them. I don't think it's Obtanium. No, it doesn't have that. It's definitely a bourbon. I think it's definitely a bourbon. Now that I go back to the nose, it kind of smells Buffalo Tracy. A little bit. No. There's not enough flavor there for it to be a Buffalo Trace. I'm gonna say that's an Old Forester single barrel proof. I wrote a Matt Madness song about your first teeth. Is it off limits or are we good? I mean, it's fine. I don't care. It was something I was super self-conscious about. But honestly, I'm sure it's hilarious. And I don't care anymore. Because we got new teeth thanks to all you guys. So you can tease away at the old teeth. You can tease away. Ryan Follick, thank you. Thank you, guys. CPAPin and Hazmatin. Hells yeah, Henry. That's right. All right, let's get into, see what this is. Tonight, I mean, this could be some crazy pour because a lot of the bottles, sample bottles in that box are crazy. This one I don't necessarily think is, it just tastes really high proof. And that's, it's leading, like, more high, the best quality about it is, I think it's something barrel proof. Hopefully it's rather cheap. I'm going to say 6 years old-ish, 130-ish proof. It's a 7.3. It's good. It's good. Now let's see what it is. Oh, it's a Bill Kavanaugh sample, I can already tell. Wow, son of a bitch. Ooh. The rye thing. It's the rye thing. What's happening with me? Old Overholt cask strength rye. It's a 10-year, 120 proof Old Overholt rye. That tastes like 100 and friggin' a million proof, Bill. That's a crazy rye. It's not very rye forward. It's also not very complex or doesn't even taste that mature. It just tastes hot to me. Weird. Interesting. Whiskey juice, the Western Milestone. I mean, that completely depends on what you think about single malt whiskey. Like, for sure. I am very, very, very happy to have a bottle. And I really, really enjoy it. For the price, would I still buy one? I don't know if I'll go back to it enough to justify the price. It's awesome to have and awesome to share, but I don't know if it's like, for me as like a bourbon drinker, I would probably rather spend that much money on a bourbon that I'll enjoy a lot. But at the same time, it's also something really, really good that's completely different than bourbon. So it's hard to say. If you like a whiskey that is malt forward, it doesn't taste like a bourbon, but it is pure apple pie. Once you smell it, you go, oh, that smells like a legit, real, pure apple. It doesn't smell like fake or artificial apple pie. It smells like you open the oven and smelled an apple pie. But when you taste it, you'll go, oh, that is not bourbon. But really good. Old Overall cask rye tastes like Booker's meat. It's weird. I didn't get any nuttiness on it. Huh. Why do you talk different in your recorded videos than live? How do I talk in my, let me recorded videos. Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today, I don't know. I think, is it how I talk, or is it, it's honestly, it's probably just the way it's edited, because when I'm shooting videos, I'm trying to get to the point right away, and then I have to edit it down and cut it down. So I'm making cuts and edits, and I'm trying to cut out all the dead space and stuff. And now I'm also just having a conversation with you guys. Never really thought about it. Can't find an LLME on the shelf in my area. Are they showing up now, or have they been on the shelf for a long time? The other stores I've been to have old, like later dated ones, like LLMKs and stuff. But editing sucks. Well, editing. I mean, if I didn't edit my videos, it'd be a shit show. It's bad. When I know that a video is not going to be edited, I really have to think about it. Because the shit that comes out of my mouth when I'm just shooting from the hip and like having fun. That's what I'm gonna do when I shoot my videos. I'm just trying to have fun. But when I know I'm not gonna edit them, then it's like I need to be aware that this isn't gonna be cut. So I don't know. I met the folks who love you. Yeah, I'll keep doing the 1 ounce Wednesdays unedited. That's fun. But for a lot of stuff, people don't want to watch. Like, let's say somebody found me for the first time and it's unedited, they'd probably shut it off immediately, I would imagine. But I don't know. All right. Next thing. Oh, by the way, my Green River pick is in. Ta-da! Ta-da! Green River, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey Single Barrel, ADHD Whiskey, cask strength, beautiful bottle. This is, I have to do tasting notes for Patreon still, but first tasting of it, hells yeah. Do you know what the cowtail candies are? They're kind of fuzzy and they're like a rope. It's like one of the caramel apple cowtails. That's what the Green River is. 122.8 proof. And that, along with the Ben Holiday pick, are dropping next Friday on Patreon, November 8th. We've decided to drop them together so that if people want both of them, they don't have to pay shipping separately. They can put them together. Oh, America. That's clean. All right. So we'll taste this. Ooh, that smells good right out of the bottle. That's a good sign. So we'll taste this Russell's LLME, and then we're going to get to this toasted double-barreled flight. They'll probably wind up drinking some Malort before the end of the night. Todd Ritter. What's up, Todd? High five. We got a Todd Ritter. We got a Perry Ritter. All the Ritters are here. Don't get to watch you much, but still love you. I love you too, Todd. This smells remarkable. Oh, man. Whoops. Wow. I'm going to go back to that store and buy the rest of them. They're $49. I'm going to see. This smells so much older than 10 years. Thank you. Well, I think it was David Jennings who turned on everyone to that. Laser codes are a real thing. I mean, they come in different batches. Like, they batch them separately and differently. I don't know if this was done on purpose or not, but damn. It is a marked improvement. Like, if that said Russell's 10 LE, then it'd make sense, because that's what it smells like. A different product. It smells like a special product. Coming off of 120 proof Old Overholt rye, that drink's very soft. 90 proof, yeah. Probably more of a night starter than something to drink after that. It does come off very light on the palate. The nose might be the shining star here. But damn, that smells so good. Yeah, it's pretty, first crack anyway, pretty tame on the palate. Not a ton going on, but then again, I did just taste that Old Overholt. You seem much more natural and enjoyable live. In your recorded stuff, it seemed like you're putting on an act to seem funny or quirky. This live format is much more watchable. Well, I appreciate your opinion. Thank you for sharing it. When I shoot content, I get to have fun. It's me. That's literally me having fun doing what I do. I get to use my creative side a lot. Get to play around a bit. I really enjoy shooting videos. This format is a lot of back and forth, chatting with chat, getting to know my viewers, letting you guys get to know me more. That's what this is all about. But when I'm shooting a video, I'm like, that's me in fun nap mode. And I don't get to do that a lot with other things. So don't take that away from me, you son of a bitch. And I don't try to seem funny, I am funny. Stuck on that. For Thanksgiving, he do a stream all about turkey products, ranking the best wild turkey out there now. I didn't get a 70th yet. I haven't seen them locally at all. Hopefully they do come around. That'd be great. My favorite is how Matt sounds when he gets slammered. Cheers. So last week, we're on the bottles that show LLME. It's hard to see, but like between, like where the sticker stops and starts, like right. Come on, focus. You can't really. It's in like light laser code at the bottom. It's kind of hard to see even in. You have to get the right light on it. But once you see it, you're like, oh, that says LLME 200841 on this one. But once you find it, you'll find it. Kind of hidden a little bit. But no, last week after Cam, like after we got done streaming with Cam, he's like, dude, I am slammered. And I was like, what? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Didn't really think about it. I sent you this song to your email for approval. Hope it inspires, not offends. It won't offend. That'll be good. LLMB. Oh, that's funny. People like store owners probably like, what are these people doing? Just staring at laser codes. Everybody's a critic. That's fine. I don't mind constructive criticism at all. It's good. I like the videos. This live stuff is unwatchable. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why anyone watches these either, Jason. The madness is coming. It's coming. I promise. Is that a normal Russell's 10 or a single barrel? It's a normal Russell's 10. I don't think that they've done Russell's 10 single barrels ever. Maybe a couple. Grease had something that had a Russell's 10 label on it. Excuse me, they said it was a single barrel, but I don't know if that was even accurate or not. How's the arm cannon? Doing a little bit better. It's getting better every day. Cherry Quicksand is incredible. Awesome blending. That was basically a single barrel. That wasn't a blending project. It was honestly a single barrel that a little tiny bit of 9-year got added to just to make the flavors pop, and that's what happened. All right, so we have 10 double barrel / toasted samples. I only know that what one of them is. That's the one I added. I added the Jim Beam Winter Reserve because I thought it was really good. Which isn't normal for me to enjoy toasted bourbon. I didn't even know that that was toasted when I bought it. I don't think I would have bought it had I known it was toasted. So let's do this. I'm going to number them 1 through 10 and then make notes as we go. Add some background music. I can't add background music because it distracts me. Because if I can hear it, it distracts me. The only way I could add background music is if I added it and then muted my speakers. But maybe next week. I'll figure it out. Honestly, it distracts the shit out of me. Like I hear it, and like my brain works so shitty. All right, let's see. We have 10 samples here. Where is my glass marker? Haha. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, shit, 10. Just dropping stuff everywhere. Okie dokie. Number 1. Bill, if you... I won't look. Let me see if it gets in focus. Okay, I'm going to flip it up and you kind of see what the letter is. I don't know if let's say Bill could put it in chat, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to, like, I don't want any spoilers. Okay, what the world is this? This one is very black licorice-y. Black pepper and black licorice. Anise. Root beer. Leads me to believe that it could possibly be a rye. Just, it doesn't smell like a rye whiskey, but the notes I'm getting off of it, which doesn't quite make sense because it's like, hey, if the notes smell like a rye, it doesn't have like a rye aroma, but the notes that I'm saying out loud are notes that I would get off of a rye whiskey. Huh. Interesting. Very dark colored, which I'm sure a lot of these will be. Down the hatch, number 1. Bold. It's bold. Oh, come on, pen, work. Root beer. Anise. Not sure how you spell that, but looks like butt stuff. Pepper. What I'm trying to... Okay, this is... What I'm going to try not to say, because if I go down this route, I'm going to say it every glass. I'm trying to ignore the obvious double-barreled and toasted barrel notes that I get, which are going to be on all of these. Green lumber. Like, the lumber section at a heart, like at a Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, and you walk through there. I get a lot of green lumber. I get a lot of like lacquer or like stain, like wood stain. I get a lot of that. A lot of sawdust stuff. A lot of basically young wood notes or like stuff that you put on wood. So I'm going to try to ignore those notes altogether. I'm going to try not to say them because I'm going to get them on all of them. And I'm going to try to like just cut that part out and dive deeper. I'm going to try to ignore the first offer because nobody accepts the first offer. Michael Scott, I want to hear your second offer. I don't think that the first glass was bad. Weirdly enough, and I want to be very clear here. The nose on that made me think that I should, and also, actually, weird, what the hell? The first glass I tasted, the Old Overhaul, I didn't pick up rye on that. And it was a very potent whiskey. The Russells I tasted after that, I said didn't have much flavor and was very thin compared. But this glass, I also didn't get a ton of like flavor on the palate. So I'm wondering if this is going to continue or if I'm going to start picking up on things on the palate. That's a weird thing to me. I'm tasting a lot of that rubber in my mouth from those things, those caps they put in. But I'll go back to it. These should be very flavorful. Number two. Number two. Ooh. Ow. This smells nice. This smells good. Oh, this smells like a delicious... Oh, it smells very candy-like. Very deliciously... Oh, ignore that part, Matt. It smells like a Three Musketeers. If the Three Musketeers wasn't covered by the other notes. Nougat and chocolate. If you're wondering, Bill, I'm not going to look because one of them is going to say J. And the only one I know which one is J. So I can't look at the letters on the bottom. This is inviting and warm and nice. It smells like something you would drink on a fall evening. Or, yeah. The more I nose it, though, the more I'm starting to dislike it, so I'm going to stop nosing it and just going to taste it. Huh. Let's see. I need a... That one's more marshmallowy, like a burnt marshmallow. Nougat nose. This is what I need to do. I need to find something to taste that will reset my palate. What is super, super common to me. How about... America. This is my Barrel King Candyland pick. This should taste like delicious 11-year MGP. If it doesn't, then we have a problem. All right, well, I don't know. Weird. We'll move forward. 3. Glass 3. Drums and drams in the house? Bought a winter reserve today because of your review. Cam's in the hizzy. What's up, Cam? What's up, dude? I have not tried the 70th Wild Turkey anniversary yet. Haven't tried it. I'll take stuff you put on wood for 1,000, Alex. That's funny. Wearing my gaming headset, the audio was 4K. Hell yeah. Anise is spelled A-N-I-S-E. Not how I spelled it, Bill. Not how I spelled it. Oh, Raybird's in the house? What's up, dude? What's up, David? How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. The LLME stuff, that's the real deal, dude. That if you missed it, I said that if that said Russell's Reserve 10-year LE, then it would make sense. Like the nose on it is nuts, but not nuts. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's a crazy, crazy nose. That's a good work. Good work. Oh, what is that? Shit, that smells like something. Like an oatmeal cream pie? What? Here. I'm not going to look. Actually, I'll do this. I'm going to put it in focus. And then, that's for Bill. So Bill knows. That smells like an oatmeal cream pie. That smells wonderful. Hell yeah. Like an oatmeal cookie. All right. I can dig number 3. Done that. The problem with toasted and double-barreled whiskeys is they all have this, like, it's like they're slathered with this almost artificial taste. It's like I've drank diet soda my whole life because when I was little, I drank regular soda and it rotted my teeth. Which really, actually, honestly takes away my, except for the calorie part, my teeth can't rot anymore. So, but anyway, some people taste diet soda, diet pop, and they say that like they all have this artificial sweetener taste. That's something that I've been accustomed to my whole life, so I don't necessarily taste that. I just taste sweetness. And they can't, why does it have to taste like that? That's what I get on the double-barreled and toasted stuff. It's like an artificial flavor that they add to it that makes you, it's like they want to trick you to think it tastes like oak. Does that make sense? Where it's like liquid smoke. That's a perfect example. Like a barbecue restaurant, there's like a good smoker and the best meats. And then you go somewhere that uses liquid smoke and you're like, this doesn't taste like it should. I mean, it tastes like they're trying, that's because they did. They added liquid smoke. It's like toasted and double-barreled stuff is the liquid smoke of bourbon. It's like artificial oaky flavors. And I can't get by it. Like, I can't get past it. The nose on number 3 is so good. It has to be lightly done. Short periods of time, or just a little bit added to a larger batch. So it's like, if that flavor exists, it needs to be not the main flavor, but like maybe like there's that there too, like in the background. It has to be a background flavor, not the upfront flavor. And unfortunately, that's got to be really hard to do. Or if it's not hard to do, then this flavor profile is obviously what people are going for. But it's just not for me. Ah, I love that nose too. It's all right. Glass 4. Glass 4. Cameron couldn't agree more. At 8:25, he couldn't agree more. And then at 8:25, he couldn't agree more. I love you, Cam. I miss you. Miss your face. Sorry I got you slammered last week. That was my bad. I owe you one. I definitely owe you a Thursday night where I just get slam-bammed. Hey, always love whiskeys in the house. I miss you too. I was just thinking of you the other day, actually, and we need to chat. There's a lot of people in chat tonight who I need to call. That's a sign. That is a sign. Need to call my mom. Need to call Always Love Whiskey. Need to call Perry. Need to reach out, talk to David Jennings. Man, there's so many. I'm going to start making phone calls while I'm driving or while I'm waiting for my children to get out of school. When I'm in line to pick up my kids, I'm going to start calling people. I saw Chad and Sarah at the St. Louis Bourbon Fest a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't talked to them in over a year because I was a bad friend. And Chad texted me, and then I meant to text him back, and then I didn't, and then I meant to text him back, and I didn't. And then I got to the point where I was like, they hate me, and if I text them back now, they won't ever forgive me. Then I saw them in St. Louis, and I couldn't stop apologizing. Turns out, they didn't even know what I was talking about. Which made me feel like a crazy person. So, I'm crazy also. On top of all my other problems, I'm also a crazy person. But Nick, it's so good to see you. 10,000% they do. The problem with toasted and double-barreled whiskey is that they're bad. Probably bad. That's right. Is this a blind flight where we find out at the end? I hope one is a Sagamore? Sagamore? Oh. Yeah, so... Yeah, at the end, so Bill knows what these are because he sent them, and I'm showing him the letters. But instead of, bottom of glass 4. So there's the glass, close my eyes, there's the letter, just so Bill knows. All right. Huh. This one's light and sweet. Not a bad note. This smells... Oh, man. It's funny because you can smell them once and be tricked. And you're like, ooh, sweetness. Oh, I like that. A little marshmallow, like a little bit of cherry. But then the more you nose it, it's like your antenna pops up. It's like the ding, like... The alarm goes off, the alert. It's like a very sensitive motion camera, and it's like, what was that? And you're like, it was a blade of grass that just moved in the wind, and the camera's like, sorry, I'm sensitive to it. And that's what my nose is. Sensitive to this double-barreled stuff. If I had to guess, I would say that all of these so far have been either double-barreled or toasted. Just because it's the name of the flight doesn't make it... What if none of them are? What if Bill completely played a joke on me and none of these are double-barreled or toasted and he just planted that seed in my head and then at the end of it I reveal these and then I look like a complete dumbass? Damn you, Bill. Something I would do to me. It's a funky green apple. Funky green caramel apple. A little butterscotch, but that butterscotch is coming from the double barreling. But it's a good result and not a bad result of that. I enjoy this nose down the hatch. To me, that tastes like if I had to, we'll see towards the end. What did I say for notes? I'll get back to my point. But let's see here. It was butterscotch, cherry, caramel apple. To me, that tastes like a Calvin Cooperage double barrel bourbon. that tastes like something maybe from National Barrel Company or something like that. Even though National Barrel Company says that their stuff is not double barreled. To me, that's what that reminds me of that. And that, I really enjoyed that. I think that's probably my favorite so far. Could possibly be like a 4-gate maybe. I'm sorry, B. Scott Hayes, absolutely. Bill is fantastic. You're only as crazy as you feel. Feel pretty crazy. If you're not in the first 10 cars that pick up, you're just playing games. I don't know how early you'd have to be. Let me think. First 10's pretty early. I can get to school 30 minutes before they get out, and I'm not first 10. Not even close. Probably top 20, but not top 10. 2024 Barrel Mizunara. Nice. Is that one good? Woodford Double Oak used to be my favorite bourbon, and now unfortunately it just tastes like swamp log to me. Palates change. Things you like change. It's weird. It's weird how that happens. It's funny too because unless you have a sealed bottle of something, you're never sure if it's your palate or if it's the bottle. You know, something that you enjoyed. Like, I'd be interested to see. I have to go back to my early videos to see what like I really enjoyed. But the problem is, just because I really enjoyed it then doesn't mean that the same bottle is the same now. Like 1920, back in 2019, was a different whiskey than it is today. It just has evolved and changed slowly into something different. But yeah, the double oak stuff, I can see how that you can enjoy it, and then, you know, years later go be like, nah, I'm not quite into that anymore. You know? Sometimes you enjoy things, sometimes you're into stuff, and then the next minute you're not. Why? I try to set myself up for a clip. I've got a great clip here for that, and then I missed it. I missed my window of opportunity. Need to get better at this, otherwise when Matt Madness comes around, I'll be off my game. I will be so off my game, and then nothing will be good anymore.
I'm pretty into dudes right now.
That was what I was going to play. It's a good one. And then sometimes they're just not, you know? Woodford Double Oak, dudes, stuff like that. One moment you're totally in, next moment you're like, what was I thinking? Bill, we're too late for that. He sent out 8 of the same Knob Creek pick. Yeah, I deserve some shit on the back end. Bill, my bourbon rye meter is way off. In case you haven't noticed, it's an issue of mine that I'm not willing to try to tackle in this flight. I'm literally trying to pick out flavors. I'm having a difficult time picking out flavors in this flight. Not because of the flight, just because of, I don't know what it is. Something about my mouth. It's weird. My nose is working phenomenal, though. This is a rye. Number 5 is a rye. Write that down. Mark it, dude. Mark it is 0. Mark it an 8, dude. You're over the line. That's a foul. Shit, now I'm not quite sure. This one is very heavily processed. This one has been fiddled with, as my mother would say. It has been fiddled with. And if she wouldn't say that, then I don't know where I got it from, but it was fiddled with. Here's the glass. Here's what it is on the bottom. It smells good though. Heavy chocolates, like really, like you're wearing a weighted chocolate vest. Your nose is wearing a weighted chocolate vest, and it's running around the neighborhood trying to get into shape. Yeah. Honestly, what this smells like, and I'm not kidding. Do I have them? Do I have them nearby? I might have them nearby. Oh, we're stretching it out. Oh, I've lost it. We're back. Shit. Come on. Yeah, I should be fine. If the audio is scratchy, let me know. It smells like these, like wood finishing things that you get to like make your at-home infused whiskey. It smells like whiskey blocks, like wood blocks. Those ones are French oak sherry infused. Yeah, rye, I think. That one's tannic and sharp. If I went deeper than that, it's like earthy, kind of. You know what? Is that a rye or is that a wheated bourbon? I know those are two way different things, but sometimes you smell something that just smells different than what you're used to, and you just jump to rye. But on the palate, it tastes farmy almost, which makes me rethink things a bit. Yeah, it's a bit farmy. Like underneath the profiled, if it's staved or double oaked or whatever the hell it is, that one's farmy. It's a farm boy. It smells of hay bales and body odor because it works so hard in the fields. Okay, let's move to 6. Number 6. Wait, focus and flip. All right, here we go. Ooh. There we go. 6 smells like a white chocolate covered pretzel. I know. It smells like a chocolate shop where you go in and there's gourmet chocolates where they've got like the seafoam stuff. They have like the double fudged Oreos and the taffy, like, you know, like a chocolatier. But it smells like a gourmet chocolate covered pretzel. Also smells a bit kefir-y, a bit dairy-like too. Maybe that's why I said white chocolate. because maybe I associate a white chocolate with like a frozen yogurt or something. I don't know. Number 6 down the hatch. Six is a little bit lighter on the palate, a little bit more gentle than what I just previously tasted. A bit cinnamony. I'd say a nice cinnamon taste to it. Overall, enjoyable. I think number 6 is an enjoyable, rather polite tasting whiskey for it being double barrel or toasted. Would I put that in I think I'd put that in a toasted category more than a double barrel, but not quite sure. And if I had to guess, I would say bourbon. White chalk pretzel. And gentle. All right, we have 4 more. 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is a difficult little flight here. Let's see here. Thrasher's in the house. What's up, dude? The Thrash Daddy himself. We haven't seen the Thrasher Wheel of Danger on top of the Julie Lake Wheel of Confusion in a while. So, with my bicep tendon being ruptured, I can't hold weight at a distance. So, I can like pick things up okay a little bit. I'm starting to be able to use it more. But putting weight on a lever like this really irritates the bicep tendon. So, that Wheel of Confusion, the Julie Lake Wheel of Confusion is heavy. It's made out of solid friggin' wood. And it's got paint on it and all sorts of shit. So even holding that at a distance, I'm not sure if I could do that. Add the glasses to it and maybe that's why I ruptured my bicep tendon. Maybe it was Julie Lake's fault. I'll have to call her and ask her about it. On top of that, the Thrasher Wheel of Confusion, just more weight. It'll come back. It has been used though. The Thrasher wheel has been used for sanding bowling balls. So it's been used. It's being used a lot. Tame Turkey. Everyone has a different palate. One thing I've always liked about Whiskey Tube is that everyone is pretty accepting. Yeah, I mean, everyone has a different palate, and everybody has to know whose palate theirs aligns with, you know? If you like a lot of the same stuff I enjoy, then you can take my reviews a little more seriously. If you do not like the things that I like, and you like the things that I do not like, then if I say something is awesome, you should probably take it with a grain of salt and be like, well, maybe I'll listen to somebody else's review first. It's just the way it is. How many bottles are in your collection? 600-ish. It's a lot. It's not really a collection. It's more of like it's a giant mess. It's a giant mess. Number 5? You didn't get number 5? Do you want to see number 5 again, Bill? Because I can show you number 5 again. What is 600 bottles? Those are what? Rock? What does that mean? Here, you know what? Where is it? Where's the thing? 628 is the number. Give or take. Rookie numbers? Yeah, I know. Listen, I moved around for a while, Nick, you know that. I moved around for years, and I could only carry so many, like, Rubbermaid containers of whiskey across the country. And since we moved here, if we rent this place, we're eventually going to have to move. to a house that we buy. And it's going to be a major bitch. Like, I'm going to have to invite everyone over for a whiskey drinking month so that we can move. It is research material for work. Every single bottle is research. I'm moving to Connecticut in 6 weeks. Want to join? Nah, we're good. We're good. It's a long way. That's a long way. By the way, tonight's live stream is brought to us by Alec Bradley Cigars. And Alec Bradley Cigars are the makers of the finest cigars on the planet, if you didn't know that. Not only that, but also, just to let you know, Alec Bradley does an uncut series where they choose a barrel of whiskey and then pair it with a cigar. And they have a brand new uncut series that's being released this Wednesday. And it is with, Alec went to Heaven Hill back in, whenever we did the Wild Turkey Pick. The day after we did the Wild Turkey Pick, Alec ventured over to Heaven Hill the day after and did an Elijah Craig barrel proof pick. And I'm trying to find the friggin' picture. Man. I thought I named it Uncut. There's outline. What in the world? Why on earth does nothing ever work the way I want it to work? Huh. Anyway, the Uncut series is an 11-year Elijah Craig barrel proof barrel, and it's being paired with the brand new Safe Keepings Alec Bradley cigar. It's a medium to full-bodied cigar. Wrapper is Nicaraguan, binder is Nicaraguan, filler Nicaraguan. I haven't smoked one yet, but I have read some reviews on it, and it's getting a lot of praise. And if Alec says that a cigar goes with whiskey really well, I believe him. So on Wednesday, keep an eye on Bourbon Outfitter and Alec Bradley. If you're not following them on Instagram, I would definitely do that. An 11-year private barrel Elijah Craig barrel proof and the brand new Safe Keepings Alec Bradley cigar. Beautiful wraparound. They're beautiful looking cigar. Comes in I'll quit sending me cigars. I have to yell at him for it, because I'm going to be able to start smoking them again soon. I wasn't able to for a while because of my mouth, but we'll be back soon. Comes with a 4-pack of those cigars and a 750 milliliter bottle. I'm gonna an 11-year. I don't see many 11-year single barrel Elijah Craigs anymore. They seem to be a lot of the 8 and 9-year stuff, but apparently he had a good one. And the funny thing was this: I told Alec that an Elijah Craig barrel proof would be like one of my dream barrel picks, and he's like, I'll talk to him about it. I'll let him know. And I was like, I'm not sure if like they're interested. A lot of talk about Cody lately and how he screwed up the entire Elijah Craig program. He never talked to me about it, so I'm guessing they weren't interested. But I don't know. An 11-year. Listen, 628 isn't that much, Mike. It's not that much. I mean, it's a lot. Okay, that was a dumb thing to say. I think as far as whiskey tubers go, I am on the lower side, the lower end of people. Like the number is pretty small compared to other people. Bill has 676. Oh shit, Bill, and yours are not like. Bill's bottles are good. You know what I mean? Bill's got a lot of good ones. It's funny. It's more of a whiskey observatory than a collection. Yeah, it's a lot. It's so much. You do, Jason, if you have 236, that's a problem. That is a problem. Is Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend still worth at $200? I haven't had one that's very recent. I passed on one today for $200. It's and only because just well, I stopped. I can't buy every new $200 bottle that comes out. The one that I'm really hemming and hawing over is the Knob Creek 18, which is like $185, and I'm like, I should get it because I really liked the first edition. I didn't get the second one. I should get this one because I really enjoyed it, and I think I'll like it again this year. But I just can't like. And then like the Remus Gatsby, in a case today, Remus Gatsby 220 or 215, Knob Creek 18 185, Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend 209, amongst other things, right? Like I just can't, like there's so you can't buy everything. You literally can't buy everything. Eventually, you have to like be a little bit choosy and picky, and think about the cable bill. Can we expect something super special coming out of Bourbon, Missouri soon? I mean, Delta's coming out in November, and Delta's ridiculous. It's the first Wild Turkey blended Barrel King. That's MGP, Wild Turkey, and a little tiny bit of Southern Distilling Co. distillate. Children. They're gonna get so yelled at. They're good kids. So an AB Prensado this week. Very good stick. Hells yeah. A good cigar or a good pizza? What? What do you mean? Are you hungry? Then if you're hungry, then pizza. Alec Bradley burning as we speak. High five. Psh, if you're not smoking Alec Bradley, then what the hell? Detroit? Are you talking to me? Nick, I've been in Colorado for 3 years. What's up, kid?
Now, Avery farted upstairs and it's stinking up the whole entire place.
All right.
It stinks so bad.
Oh man. Did you hear that one? I said, be good, be quiet, because mom's not here. So just kind of chill out, have a good time. If you need me, you know where I'm at. Don't not bother me because you don't want, like, if you need something, don't hesitate to bother me because you won't be bothering me. If you need something, feel free to come tell me. But just be aware that I'm, on camera, and I don't really want to be distracted by yelling and screaming kids. And they were like, we get it. And that conversation was their cousin farted upstairs and stunk up the whole room. And it stinks really bad up there. So, sometimes, just gotta... Oh man. Can't help it. That's good. Sheesh. Alright, which one are we on? Number 7? I think we're on number 7. Number 7 is the color of that honestly looks like cold brew coffee. Look at the color of that. I'm sure, Bill, you know which one that is without me even showing you, but there. There it is. All right. I'm not going to Febreze nothing. If they're farting, they need to deal with it themselves. I'm not going to intervene with a fart. Kid farts are the worst, by the way. Oh, ugh. This is also something that happened. That smells really good. That smells cherry. Wow. By the looks of this, I thought it was going to be a 13th colony right away. The nose on this, I'm not quite sure. This is very beautiful cherry and like dark, like black cherry extract. Parenting is parenting. On a live virtual material the same, but it was her own. Yeah, they. Kids are like, honestly, I think kids are the funniest people in the world because they say stuff that's hilarious, but they don't know it's funny. For example, my youngest she did a couple bowling tournaments last year with a little boy who I think he's a year or two younger than she is. Super cute kid. But we haven't seen him in months and months and months since last time they did league, like youth bowling league together. Anyway, youth bowling league just started and he came back to youth bowling league. And they haven't seen each other in, let's say, a year. He walks up to her, he's the cutest little kid, but he walks up to her and he says, "When I turn 8, I'm going to Alaska, and you're coming with." He's like 6. The funniest shit. Like, I don't know. Anyway, now that I keep smelling it, some of that double oak stuff is coming through. Initial smell, though, phenomenal. Wow. That's a crowd pleaser. And that's, of course, they don't like alcohol. Woo. Wow. That's got to be 13th colony something. Or, I don't know. That's good. It's very, very good. But damn, that's an aggressive pour. In a good way, though. Like, it has there's nothing that makes me go ew about it. It's just literally fantastic. There is some of that double-barreled stuff on the finish, but I think that the proof on this really, really hides maybe some of its imperfections, which happens a lot with a really high-proof whiskey. When you start watering it down more and more, you start to taste the things that aren't the greatest about it. But if it's very high proof, then there's a lot of like things in the way, a lot of noise. It's like sleeping with a white noise machine on. You don't hear the creaks, like you don't hear somebody walking through the hallway or the toilet flushes or the cars driving by or a distant siren or a horn honk because the white noise is in your ear and that's just deflecting all the other noise. That's what a really, really high proof whiskey does, is although it can still taste really good, it's just masking all the things that could possibly be wrong with it. And I can't mark it down for that because it still tastes really damn good. But I wonder what would happen if you put a little water in there. I'm guessing that some weird stuff would start happening. Like screams from across the street, you know? Like, the fuck was that? Was that the neighbor screaming? Go back to sleep. That happened recently. Talk about it later. Proof bomb. That was number 7. Did I show? What? In Marine Corps boot camp, we had a fart recruit. If the drill instructor smelled a fart, the fart recruit had to go and smell it up. Like he was in charge of clearing the air with his nose. His nose was the air purifier. That's a rough job. This, man, that's rough. So the worse than a kid's fart. So I rub my wife's feet every night before bed. She gets a good, like, it's like a green cream. What the hell is it? Cetaphil? I don't remember. It's like a nice cream moisturizer. I rub my wife's feet every night. Then my 6-year-old comes in and she's like, rub my feet. And I was like, sure thing, kid. And then I started rubbing them and I was like, these feet are super sweaty and gross. And then I smelled them. I didn't try to smell them, I just happened to smell them. And I was like, you get the hell out of my bed. Those are disgusting. Those are not feet I want to rub. Ever again. Please. Glass 8. Here, I'll show you. This is the bill. Glass 8. Glass 8 smells very toasty. Marshmallowy. I said I wasn't going to say, this is very lumbery. Very lumbery. Wow. Can't get over the lumberness. Prickly. If I'm trying to avoid the lumbery, then there is like a fruit cup, kind of like a pear heavy fruit cup, one that's in syrup, not juice. A fruit cup that is in syrup. You know, if you're a parent, you know what I mean. Some of them are like no sugar added or in 100% juice, but this one's in the syrup. It has like peaches in it, pears in it, and a cherry. Yeah. But there's a funky lumber attached to it. On that. Oh, I'm dropping shit. The palate is a bit more anisey again. I don't want to say.
Daddy,
What's up, kiddo?
why was bugs my nose and it started bleeding?
All right, hold on a second, everyone. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm back. I'm sorry. That was a hot ADHD. Yeah. There it is. Ta-da! Drops to patrons next Friday the 8th. It's delicious. Sorry for that. Had a kiddo with a bloody nose. So lost some viewers, totally get it. That's fine. But sometimes things happen and you need to tend to a bloody nose. She got whacked in the nose. Poor kiddo. But she's good. She's good. Thankfully. Because when she gets bloody noses sometimes it's not good. Sometimes they're flowing heavy and they last a while. So good news is it's all good. We stopped the bleeding. Friggin' call me. Which is funny because my wife is with her sister at a Nurse Blake show. Nurse Blake. He does like a show, I guess. I think he's famous for being social media and a nurse. And my wife's a nurse. And she went to a Nurse Blake show. So they would know how to stop it. But I'm not even a nurse and I solved it so fast. I'm so fast. Must have been a heck of a fart. Jeez. Her sister got her. Alright, so 8. Did we just taste 8 or not? Or we taste 7? Shit. I must have tasted 8. My doctor says my nose won't bleed so much if I cut my finger out of it. That's her problem too. For sure. But I didn't make notes for 8, unfortunately. I was about to write my notes. Man, I kind of like that. I think I said that was very heavy on the lumber, but coming back to it, it's tamed down a lot. It's tamed down a whole lot. All right, let's go to 9. Number 9, here we go. In focus and showing the bottom. For Bill, for his notes. A little bit of an SJ. Let's get this nose rolling. I took the lid off of it a while ago or it fell off, so the nose is going to be a bit already released. Number 9 here is very approachable. It's very soft and damn, I wish I had a cap on it so that I would be sure that what I'm saying is like the actual thing. But it smells very inviting and delicate and sweet. There's a hint of spice on here too. But what exactly is it? It's a light sweetness and a light spice. Very pleasing. Oh, there's a tea note there. There's a weird tea, like not a bad tea, a very good tea. Oh yeah. It smells like like a tea. Like a really good tea. I'm not sure what kind of tea. I'm really bad at naming teas, by the way. I've realized this. Teas and candles. I have a hard time putting my finger on, because guess what I've lit less of? And like drank less of than candy. Candles and tea. Tons of candy notes in my brain. Teas though, I'm like, I've smelled that on a tea before, I'm not sure which one. Smelled that candle, but I'm not sure which one. Yeah, there's a very nice tea note on here. Yeah, let's go for taste down the hatch, number 9. Oh shit. Number 9 is like very, very good. There is, like I've said on all of these, this one seems to be less though. There, you get that like double barrel toast note a little bit, but this is more like full flavored, like a vanilla, cherry, cinnamon. This is really good. I like number 9. Seems to be so far one of the less treated ones. Like it's not overly lumber treated, but full of flavor. Full flavored. It's very oily too. Oily. It reminds me of like a biscuit, like one of those cookies that they give you on the airplane. What are those cookies called? Like a cookie butter or like a biscotti cookie. That's actually the best note. That's the note right there, biscotti cookie. Man, shoot. Do I like that more than the other than the? Oh boy. There's gonna be a nice little taste off for the top, for sure. Let's go to number 10. Here's number 10. In focus, and then I'm gonna put it so that Bill can see the letter, and down. All right. Is it Biscoff? Why did I say biscotti? I don't know. I'm so uncomfortable on an airplane that makes sense. That I don't know what those cookies are called. Happy Halloween from Evernorth. Arctic Spirit is delicious, says Tony Bag of Donuts. I hope that release went... Wait, no, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Is the Arctic Spirit released tomorrow morning? Saturday? Because today's Friday. They wouldn't release it on a Friday. If anyone is going to Evernorth for their Arctic Spirit release tomorrow, cheers. And from the bottom of my heart, I wish I was there. I love Dan and Sean so much. I love those guys. I owe so much to them. And I feel terrible that I'm not there because I feel like I should be. Because it's a big deal. It's their first limited edition release. I wasn't there for their grand opening. And those are things that a good friend is there for. And I honestly owe it to them to be there. But just know that I'm there in spirit and I love them. And I love all of you who are there. And thank you for supporting those guys. They deserve it. They are the, what do you call it? The cream of the earth? Shit. This is why I don't say nice things. Because the salt of the earth. They're great people and they deserve everything. All the good things that happen to them, they deserve. So, show up and, sell them out. Unless that already happened. But I think it's tomorrow. Salt of the earth. We got it. We got there. Cream of the crop. I meant salt of the earth is what I meant. They're great people. My mom can't stand their language, but I said if you can just get past the F words, they're really, really good people. Number 10. Number 10 is Appley. An apple core, apple seeds. I think Cameron said apple core for some of his tasting notes. But it's not like the best part of the apple. It's kind of like you're getting down to the slim pickings of it. the middle of the apple, almost like if you made like a apple core broth and you fermented it for a bit. Yeah. Not a bad nose though. There's a butterscotch. It's like an apple core butterscotch deal. Thank you, Bill, for sending this flight, because I have enjoyed some of them. Some of them have been, you know, a bit much, but it's an enjoyable flight. Huh. There's something, it happens sometimes when you smell something and you're like, what is that? And there's something there that I really want to grab onto, but I can't quite figure it out. And I'm going to continue to nose it. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out this one thing. An Apple Jack. Like the Apple Jacks cereal, the dry cereal Apple Jack. That's what it smells like. That's actually, I'm impressed with myself. CPAP machine, making my brain work a little bit better every day. That smells like a dry Apple Jack cereal. Big time. Oh, I like that too. Ooh, what are you? What are you, Pleasantville? Damn it. It does the thing. But not as heavily as some of them. It tastes creamy. It tastes oily. I'd say more oily than creamy. And it has a very, it's like if you blended Apple Jacks and whiskey together, that's the taste. Apple Jacks, whiskey, and some sort of neutral oil. An oil that tastes like nothing. Because that's the viscosity of it. But like halfway through the process, you start to get the secondary barrel notes, which could just be remnants of the other samples here, but damn, that's good. Bill, you made me like some stuff. Shit, son. Apple Jacks. This pen sucks. All right, so we have, if I go back to number 1, just to compare. Wow. That's the thing. That makes sense. I'll go number 3. I'm just revisiting some of these to kind of make my palate double sure. Because I assigned all of these a score, but at the end of the 10 whiskey flight, you're not quite sure how it compares to the first taste, you know what I mean? Whew. I said oatmeal cream pie? Yeah. If oatmeal cream pie had a friggin' 2x4 shoved up its ass. Trust me. You'll like it. Get it? Trust me. Trust. Like you're building a roof. All right. I'm starting to actually trust myself. So there are a few that I want to taste just to really narrow down to my favorites. Bill, Diabolical Flight. A hotel that has a smart TV, so I've got you on the big screen. Sweet. Are you, oh, heartburn. Are you, what's the word? Casting from your phone? Or does it have a YouTube app on the TV? If it has a YouTube app on the TV, just let my videos play. You know what I mean? Search for ADHD Whiskey on the hotel TV. That way when other people come, actually it doesn't work on hotel TVs because they reset when you check out. Airbnb it works though. All the cleaning crew comes in and are like, who's this asshole? Oh, he's kind of cute. Oh, he's sort of funny. And then they're watching Cameron from Drums and Drams because it was a suggested video that started playing after mine, kind of thing. There are a few swear words that I just can't get past. That's funny. Well, what did Bill say? Ranking them first to 10th. Well, I have scored them as I went along, so that does help. The problem is narrowing down my favorite, you know? Jimmy Copeland's in the house. What's up, Jimmy? You gigantic, enormous, jolly green son of a bitch. Jimmy Copeland his heart is as big as his body. He is 8 feet tall and his heart is the size of a bourbon barrel. Beautiful man. Thank you for stopping in, friggin' Jimmy. All right, let's see here. I can send you the picture in the key by text if you want to post it for everyone to see. That makes it harder because then text message means I have to email it to myself and then put it on the screen. I'll just open the envelope. I have an envelope here with the results. So we'll do that. All right, let's do this though. Let's make sure we have a good order. All right, let's see. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 4 of them competing for first place. I want to taste this one again. Versus In the running for first place, I have number 4, number 7, number 9, and number 10. Huh. Weird. Shit. Very interesting. So if I went first to last, bear with me for 1 second. I'm doing thoughtful things. It takes all my mental power. My processor is overheating and all the fans are spinning. And I don't want to fudge this up. don't leave. Just be here. I'm figuring this out as we go. There's a lot of numbers and a lot of numbers. Numbers and there's a whole mess of stuff. The top 4, and then what's this one? Interesting. We're working on this as we go. Oh, another. Oh, things are getting more interesting as we go. There are duplicate numbers. Duplicate numbers are happening as we go through the process. Shit. It's hard. You have no idea. It's actually a difficult thing. What number is this? Ooh, then 1. All right. Let me just. Okay, now we're getting down to it. We're tasting number 5. You know what? I don't think I need to. I don't. That one's a bit. That. And 3, 1. Okay. 2. Marshmallow nougat. Not bad. But what's 8? Huh. All right. 8. All right, I have an order. When you have 10, I'm sorry, I know that took a long time, and I'm sorry. It felt longer to me than it probably felt to you, because I felt pressure, but a flight like this is, it's weird. There's 10 of them. So placing them in the exact order, it's just for tonight. Things could change on a different night. We'll see. Takes one to know one. Don't call me a giant, Jimmy. That's so rude. Because you're so tall. If you call me a giant, it's because I'm fat. It's like when somebody calls me big guy. It hurts. Hurts the heart. Yeah, I've tried Sagamore. Sagamore 9-year? I'm not sure if I tried the 9-year. Duplicate score is what I meant, yeah. This is where the attention to detail and robotic precision kicks in. Oh man, I wish so much, Bill, that was the truth. I wish that there were any sort of that, because that'd be great, but there's not. There's not that. 2 TVs on 2 accounts watching ADHD friggin' whiskey. Anthony, high five. Lab coat and splash goggles are optional. Jeez Louise. It's all about sortation. Jason, hey, high five and a thumbs up for the callback. Sortation. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you weren't here last week. High five for sortation. Chase Cannon says, you gem you. You're a gem, you son of a bitch. People still call your dad big guy. I think that's because he used to be big guy. And that was his nickname. People just call me big guy because I'm fat. Someone did just say sortation. That's true. It was Jason Kobe. He was here last week, Cam. He was here. All right, last place. Where's the envelope? I have the envelope. The only glass I know is Glass J. Glass J is Jim Beam Winter Reserve. Jim Beam Winter's Reserve. The rest of them I have no idea. And last place was Glass 2. That's not true. Oh, no, shit. Last place was Glass 5. Because underneath the apparent toasted double-barreled notes was a pure farm. And it was like Big Pharma, if Big Pharma just smelled like farm. Whatever, I don't know. That was dumb. But here we go. Glass 5 is sample I, which I didn't tell Bill about earlier, but I wrote the word I on it instead of the letter I. Because I and H look exactly the same if you don't know the difference between I and H. So I has the word I, and H has the letter H. Yeah. Shoot. Oh, shoot. It's a picture. So I'm going to try to not see other things while I do this. So I must be towards the back. It's the last one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So it's the last one. I don't want to spoil the results for myself. Oh no. That's interesting. I is Sagamore Spirit Double Oak Rye, which I reviewed and I enjoyed a lot. Weird how that happens when you taste other things. It's just a strange thing. I have no excuse. When I tasted it by itself, I enjoyed it. In this flight, I did not. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, the way the world works. In 9th place was Glass 3. And Glass 3 is letter B, right? B. So the other end of the spectrum. That's shit. I already saw what C was. That sucks. I don't want to see what... God damn it. Pardon my language. That was rude, but I also saw what A was. Glass B, though, is Rebecca Creek Double Barrel. 128.1 proof. I think I tasted that in 1 Ounce Wednesday last week. I think last week I did a 1 Ounce Wednesday with Rebecca Creek Double Barrel. And I wasn't quite sure about it. So there's that. Rebecca Creek Double Barrel was in 9th place. 8th place was glass number 1, letter C. C is Peerless Double Oaked Bourbon, 108.4 proof. Peerless Double Oaked came in 8th place. I said, wait, what glass number 1? That was the one that was anise, root beer, and pepper. Anise, root beer, and pepper. The glass 3? Glass 3, which was in 9th place, I said was the oatmeal cream pie on the nose, but on the palate, fell apart. Oh. That makes sense. This video is sponsored by the letter I. Son of a bitch. Actually, that makes way more sense. I won't look at it anymore. I won't look at it anymore. Since WJK knows what they are, this is why we did this. That makes way more sense. I don't want to have to, like, spoil it for myself. So, in 1, 2, 3, in 7th place is glass number 2, which is letter D. What's letter D? Number 2, I said, was a burnt marshmallow. It had a nougat nose. The palate was good. What's D? Sagamore Double Oak is a rubbery bomb. So, like, the farminess makes sense for a blind flight. D is Jack Daniel High Toast 375 Distillery Series. That makes sense. When they sent me those 375s, just because a distillery sends me something doesn't mean I review it. And I think that those toasted ones, the toasted rye, I think I reviewed those, and I wasn't super fond of them. I think I actually made a video of the 2 different 375 ryes that they sent. But there were other Jack Daniel's Distillery Series releases that I did not review because I tasted them beforehand. I wasn't fond of them. And I was like, it doesn't deserve me to, like, shit on them. So I don't review everything I get. But I remember for sure that I wasn't a fan of that. And it makes sense because toasted barrel stuff I'm not a huge fan of. So immediately it, like, has an uphill battle. Immediately. All right, so 6, 7, 8, 9. So 6th place. 6th place is glass number 8. Glass number 8 is letter J. So J is the Jim Beam Winter's Reserve. What'd I say about this? Do you want to know my notes for J? Or for numbers, is this 7 or 8? 8. My notes, literally, honestly, from, like, here it is. Come on. Yummy. 8.2 out of 10. It just says yummy. That is, honestly, that is very good. And $23, 24 bucks. Shit. Not a bad sub $30 whiskey. In 5th place, 10, no, 1, 10. 5th place. In 5th place is glass 6. Glass 6 was the white chocolate pretzel and gentle. Honestly, glass 6 and glass 8. So this and the, I didn't taste these side by side, I should have. But this glass and the Jim Beam Winter Reserve, I assigned the same score. So these could flip-flop. This one is letter, what is that? G? G? Letter G? Twice barreled ASM special release? What's that? What's ASM? ASM. ASM, ASM, ASM. It sounds like something dirty. It sounds like something that's on Showtime after dark, or like Skinamax. American Single Malt. That also makes sense. GJ. What's GJ? Or I'm sorry, JG. Wow. Maybe I am dyslexic. JG. JG twice barreled American Single Malt. JG. Oh, JD. Jack Daniels. Yeah, it happened, Cam. Jack Daniels twice barreled American Single Malt Special Release. All right. Okay. That's interesting. So in fourth place is glass 10. Glass 10, I said, was the Apple Jacks. Yeah, the dried Apple Jacks. And I scored this very, very high. It is, wow, it smells good. Letter E. Letter E is in fourth place. That's not true, Marty. It's not air-to-surface missile. Jeez. Starlight double oaked? Okay. Really? That is very interesting. I didn't pick up on any of the farminess, any of the youngness, any of the graininess that I would typically get on a Starlight. That's cool. That's pretty cool. That's actually really damn good. Comparative to, now that you say it, okay, it's weird because once you say what it is, you can go back to it and be like, oh yeah, that does have a crafty note to it, or like a bit of bitterness, or like, but when you taste it in a blind flight, a lot of the negative things you don't necessarily pick up on, and it's just like the differentiation, like the things that are different about it. And I really enjoyed that. If it were by itself blind, who the hell knows? But in this flight, and it was the 10th pour. But it did come directly after this. Number 9, which came in third place. So I tasted number 10, which came in fourth place, directly after number 9, which came in third place. And number 9 is letter H, because I wrote out the, see how that happens? That could be I or H. I or H. I wrote EYE on sample I because I'm smart. So what is in sample H? H is Nulu ADHD Whiskey Double Ope. You son of a bitch. That's rude, and that's a scary thing you just did. Holy shit. We haven't had this conversation before, Bill? The conversation where don't send me my own barrel picks in a blind, because if it comes in last place, it'll make me look like shit. That's a scary thing. Really? What did I say about it? Number 9. Full flavored, oily, biscotti cookie. 9.1. And then somebody said it was Biscoff. Bill, that is, honestly, when you said that is diabolical, and I don't appreciate it. Don't ever do that again. That's terrifying. Like, if I say I do not like toasted whiskey or double-barreled whiskey, and you send my only pick that has ever been double-barreled in a flight of those, that could go in so many directions. Thank God I enjoy it. And Also, I promise, from the bottom of my heart, I had no idea what any of these were except for J, which was the Winter's Reserve. I knew that one. Because I don't really care. When it comes to a double barreled or toasted flight, I don't give a shit because I really don't enjoy any of them. The Nulu pick, kind of forgot about the double ope. It's good though. It's not bad. That's probably why I picked it. Shit, what beat it? Let's find out what beat it. Number 4. My notes on the Nulu just said, which one was it again? 9? Oily, full flavored, oily biscotti cookie. Or Biscoff or whatever, like the airplane cookie you get. Cookie butter. So that's fine. Anyway, and second place was number 4. Number 4 I said was butterscotch cherry caramel apple. That was number 4. Number 4, which is weird because initially I gave number 4 a lower score than, hear me out. Initially, my initial results before I started retasting stuff, my 2 favorite pours out of this entire flight before I retasted anything, and it's right here. It's all right there in ink and stuff. There were 2 9.1s. Number 9, which was my Nulu pick, and number 7, which was a proof bomb. So this one I initially said was a little bit not as good compared. So this one initially got a score of 9.0. And it's number 4, butterscotch cherry caramel apple. It is letter A. What's letter A? Letter A. A is Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye. What year, Bill? What year is that? Because, oh shit. That's really interesting because historically, I'm not a fan. Historically, I'm not a fan of that. Because I think I have an unopened Michter's Barrel Strength. No, wait. Oh, it's Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength. Cam, I think I have an unopened 17 that I didn't like. So Dan and Julie gave me a bottle of Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye after I already had a bottle of it, I think, and I was not a fan of it, so I just kept it sealed. And it might have been 2017. Honestly, I'll have to look. It might be a 19 or an 18. I'm not sure. 2021. All right. Weird. What's the one I have? Let me look. Bear with me 1 second, because it's back here. I'm gonna unbuckle myself from this, and I'm gonna take a peek what I have open. I swiveled. Oh. Swiveling back. But the funny thing about that bottle, Cam, is years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, I wrapped it in shrink wrap, and I forgot about it because I didn't really care. So I shrink wrapped it. We moved it all over the place, and it's just still shrink wrapped. So I have this. This is a Michter's Toasted Barrel Bourbon that I haven't been a fan of. A 2021 Toasted Barrel finish. .91 proof. Not a huge fan of that. And then I have this, which is the rye. This is a 2020. So, okay. Oh shit, no, Cam, you sent me the 2017. The 2017 was the one that tasted like a friggin' Dusty. The one that I was like, this tastes like a cognac. That's when you sent me. I think that I have a duplicate of this bottle. I think I have a duplicate of the 2020 Michter's Toasted. Let me, you know what? America. .2020. Interesting. This is why when people say, hey, if you don't like it, I'll take it off your hands. And I say, no, I'd rather keep it because it might come in handy in the future. This is the future. This is why it comes in handy. This is a 2020. This smells much more rye forward. What in the world? Which one was this? Number, shit, where'd it go? Where did I put it? I moved it, but where did I put it? Is this it? No. Damn it. Number 4? Was it number 4? A? Was it A? Letter A? Rarebird's still here. What's up, Rarebird? A. Okay, so here's... Hear me out. Message me. I'll take it off your hands, buddy. It's not a 17. I think it's 2020. So here's A. What you said was a 2021. Whoa. There's a big difference here, too. So... Bill, the one you sent me tastes like, or smells like, super toasted, super toasted. Like, it has that artificial wood on it. And then the 2020 is much more rye. These don't even remotely smell like the same thing. What in the world? Is that really toasted? Holy shit. The 2020 H1761 is extremely rye forward. The 2021 you sent is extremely toasted barrel forward. That's so strange. Well, that's why we keep bottles. For anyone who's ever wondered why we keep bottles we dislike or don't go to very often, it's because of this. The difference between those two is incredible. Bill, I'm going to send you a sample of this 2020 version so that you can taste the difference. Unless you have one. You probably have one. But I want you to taste it too because they're literally two different things. If you bought the 2020 version and then the 2021 version, you'd be like, this is not the same thing. It's completely different. Okay, let me send you a sample of the 2020. That's weird. Very inconsistent. I agree. I mean, like, the 2017 you sent me, Cam, and then the 2020 and 20, like, they're all so different. Just those three, insane. David Jennings, friggin' gangster. David Jennings. My drone got lost on the roof of Warehouse A. It's kind of in the middle of Warehouse A, towards the edge. You know, between the two warehouses. I know you don't have, you know, a ton of pull around there, but it's on the roof of warehouse A. Bruce didn't give a shit. Bruce was like, you lost your drone, huh? It's weird how that happens because drones crash, right? I love Bruce. The winner is glass 7, sample F. That's right, Bill. Bill's getting tired. It is 11 o'clock in Chicago. Sample F is 13th Colony Double Oaked. Am I wrong or right? Batch 1. Yeah, it's good. It's an incredible double oaked. The 13th Colony Double Oaked is an incredible double oaked product. There's no getting around it. It's wild. The proof probably hides some problems, but guess what? Peekaboo. Can't see it. Wow. I mean, that is like, whew. That's a scorcher. I think I like honestly, I think I like batch 2 better. Just tasting that, there's a bit of dry wood on the back end of that. I don't know if batch 2 had that. But the way that these things work, double oaked and toasted barrel things, these bottles, once they're opened, even some wine finished stuff, like my 4-gate, the red wine finish 4-gate, after a given amount of time that they're open, they do change. They either lighten up a bit, some of the harshness goes away, things do change. And I know that people say that the neck pour isn't real, but the neck pour just means it's literally the first thing you pour after you open it. After it sits a bit, a week or two, shit changes. 13th Colony Double Oaked is one of them. For sure, anything double oaked, toasted, wine finished, stuff like that, literally, if it's not the bottle, if it is your palate, then your palate changes. And gives it more, like, it's gotta be the bottle. Because your palate's not that smart. Every time. I don't know. Bill, oh shit. Now you can look at the picture and drink some Malort. Son of a bitch. I'm guessing your pick will have a drone themed sticker. I don't know. So this, that's hilarious. Honestly. Here's a picture. The full picture. A, make your toast. B, Rebecca. C, Peerless. D, Jack. E, Starlight. F, G. That is wild you sent me my own pick. Let me say this. Oh shit, this is actually... Let's look at this deeper. First place... I'm burping. First place was 13th Colony Double Oaked at 135 proof. Cool. Second place was Glass 4, which was A. Okay, this is very interesting. And I'm also trying to debunk myself. Glass A in second place, Toasted Barrel Finished Rye, 115.6 proof. Third place, Glass 9, Sample H, That was my Nulu pick. Double Oak, 119.4 proof. Sample 10. E. Starlight, 111 proof. All right, what's this one? G. Twice barreled rye single malt, 100 proof. And then J, which is the Winter's Reserve, 86. Shit. Okay, this is where my theory falls apart, I think. And then I don't know where that, I don't even know what this, oh, that's the other McDear's, never mind. 2, D, 101, number 1, C, 108, okay, well, 3 is B, 120, okay, never mind. I thought I liked the higher proof stuff more. Turns out I was wrong. It's a mix. It's a total mix up. Never mind. I was trying to debunk myself. Also, I was trying to avoid this. Which, also, let me do something really quick. And if it does not work, I get it. I just want to try it. Because I was going to do this before. So let's do it. Let me try this. An error occurred. Why does it do that? Hold on. Five. I just want to see if this is a thing, because YouTube did a brand new improvement, they called it. It's a new feature. An error occurred again. What's your deal, YouTube? An error occurred. I wonder if it's because I did it through StreamYard, maybe? I don't know. Your goal's live. Oh, shit. I just had to add more words to the... I had to add more words to the goal thing. What does it look like on YouTube's side? I'm gonna take a peek. Oh, shoot. I have to go to YouTube on my end. So I started a fan funding YouTube super chat goal. So I want to see what it looks like on the YouTube side. Shut up, you idiot. Mute that guy. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so at the top of... Whoops. At the top of my stream it says live chat. So I have an indicator that says 0 out of 5. All I'm doing is seeing how this works. So what I did was I set a super chat goal that said 5 super chats within 30 minutes of $5 or more, and I would have some alert, is what the thing said. I just started a goal, C goal. 5 yellow super chats. No, I don't want to super chat myself. I just want to see what it looks like. Alright, no need for that. All I wanted to do was see how it works. So don't super chat. I just wanted to see how that worked. This is because Bill sent it and he's a beautiful soul. Oh, it's crackling. Here we go. No, Cameo got to do that. Matt Malort for Matt Lort. That's silly. Cam, if you didn't notice, YouTube added a super chat feature where you can set a goal and then have a reward. That's what I wanted to do, just to see how it worked. Like, I'm not expecting super chats. All I'm expecting to do is drink some Malort now because Bill sent it. Virtue Spirits glass, and by Virtue Spirits I mean Evernorth Spirits, because lawsuits. I'll do, donkey, that'll do. Wow, that is very light colored. Okay, no more super chats. We're good. We're totally good on that. I honestly just wanted to see how that worked. Brand new feature, they say. Chase it with some 13th Colony Double Oaked. Or blend them. Why would I do that? Yeah, blend. Cameron, stop. That's not cool. Thank you, Jason. I don't want to blend them. Oh. Well, that smells like a... honestly, okay, I've had Malort before. But this smells like a Sour Patch Kid. Yeah. I've told you guys this before. So 2 summers ago, we were in Michigan, and I brought my sister-in-law, and at the time it was her boyfriend. They've been living together for a while, but Kenny and Kendra. I call them Ken. They're the best. Kenny is one of my favorite people ever. Like, literally, honestly, I fucking love Kenny so much. Pardon my language. But I brought them a bottle of Malort. And I said, hey, this is for you guys. A year later, they hadn't even opened it yet. And then we visited them again. And it was an evening. When we first got there, we all started like, we just had a great night. We were drinking, just having a good time. And I said, tonight would be a great night to enjoy some Malort, since you haven't opened it yet. They had no idea. So we opened it, we poured it, we all shot some Malort, and it was a great time. And then when we were leaving to come back to Colorado, Kenny said, you can bring the bottle back with you. And I was like, no, Kenny, it's a joke. Like, keep it to play pranks on your friends with. Like, keep the bottle and have fun with it. Like, tease your friends with it. Like, when people come over, like, hey, some Malort. And he's like, no, I don't think so. Just bring it home. And I was like, no, it's a joke, Kenny. Like, just keep it here. He's like, I don't want it. He was so offended that he wanted me to take it with. He didn't want it for any reason. And that's hilarious to me because if you have it, you can keep it to do the same to others that was done to you. But Kenny wasn't having it. Kenny was like, no, you just bring that with you. like that's the best, worst thing you can taste. When somebody doesn't even want to have it to play the same prank on other people, they're just like, you know what, we're done with it, and bring it with you. Take it with. See you later. I don't know. I'm not stalling, I was telling a story. Can you not appreciate a story? It's a friggin' story. Ding, cheers. I don't give a shit. I don't even make a face. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, it's not great. There are some lingering effects. I think that throughout tonight, some of my taste buds have been stifled in a way that has prevented me from tasting some things that have been negative to my, like, judging ability tasting wise, but super positive when it comes to Malort. Where the hell did Malort go? Where'd it go? Where is it? Where did I put it? Son of a bitch. Oh, here it is. Let's do some more. Taste your Green River pick now. Perfect. Okay, Cam, let's do it. That's actually really funny. And we'll do it. Let's do a little more Malort, and then we'll taste the Green River pick. Because I owe this to Cameron. Since I pooped on Cameron's Green River pick, because he sent me a bunch of great things to taste and weird things to taste before his Green River pick. You know, it's not his fault. Lemons. That is, I have a theory. That's a bad Malort. And by bad Malort, I mean a good Malort. Because when I first tasted Malort ever, I suffered for a long time. My palate was busted. It lingered so long. It was problematic. It was a very bad thing. The one I brought my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law was a bit more tame than the one I tasted before that. But this one is the most tame. This one is not great. It does leave a grapefruit yuckiness that lingers and is honestly getting worse by the moment. Son of a bitch. Ugh. Oh, that's bad. Wow. Shouldn't have done two. That's not good. It's the end. It's the end that gets you. It's not the beginning. Anybody can tolerate the beginning. It's what it does to you at the very end. Wow. That is not pleasing. Oh. I'm gonna start sweating. In Chicago. By the way, Bill, whatever happened to the Chicago Spire? They gonna build that or no? Oh, it's drying out. That's bad. I thought I beat Malort. I was just too early. Oh man, the results came in too early. We fell asleep and woke up the next morning and shit was different. Wow. Don't comment on that. That's just me. That is bad. That is so bad. Oh, God. Yeah. It's like the Australian breakdancer when she started it, you were like, okay, whatever. Like, she sucks, but like, you know. But then by the time she was done, you're like, couldn't stop thinking about it and how she got to the Olympics. And like, why on earth was that even a thing? That's where we're at right now. Complete and total confusion and disgust. What in the hell? It keeps getting worse. It's not a fun thing. And it likes it. It likes the fact that I'm upset. It's like its own being laughing at me. Oh, it tastes like you poured baking soda on your tongue and then dipped it in vinegar. Not good. It's not good. Green River time. All right, Cam, this is for you, buddy. America. How come your videos are so much different than your live streams? On your videos, it seems like you're trying to be funny and you're just a clown. But on your live streams, you seem like a real person. Shove it. That's terrible. Bill, I know. I've had Malort before, but oh wow, it's still just doing that thing. You doing that thing you do, breaking my heart into a million pieces. That's the Onighters. That thing you do. If you haven't watched the movie, it's a great movie. That is bad. It's still there. It's hanging out like not good. What's my favorite bowling ball? Good question. I think that I've only been bowling. Actually, wow, this Malort is fucking. It is there. It's like on the Hot Ones episode where they give you the hot sauce, the hottest sauce, and then they ask a question and they're like, "Bear with me while I deal with this." It's the same thing, but in a very bitter and unhappy sort of way. Truth be told, I've only been bowling and buying bowling balls for a year. And when I started buying bowling balls, I had no idea what I was doing. So I do not think I found the best bowling ball for me yet. Before my bicep ruptured and I was one-handed, no-thumb bowler, the most success I've ever had was with a very weak bowling ball. A Roto-Grip Hustle M&M. My best scores come off of that ball. Seemingly symmetrical balls versus asymmetrical balls were the choice for me because my rev rate was high and my speed was lower. It wasn't really matched. So I would say that I'm going to test some different bowling balls, higher RG, lower diff bowling balls, to see if those are even better than like the Hustle M&M. The problem is with the Hustle, I had an issue on fresh oil that I'm kind of getting through a little bit. But at this point, if somebody said you can only bowl with one bowling ball you've ever bowled with, and all the other ones are taken away, and you want to bowl good scores, I would find out a way to make the Roto-Grip Hustle M&M work, because it's how I've bowled my best games. Just the way it works. Wow, that's bitter. Oh, that's much better. Oh my God. Is that oh my God, is that sent from heaven? This Green River Pick is sent from heaven above. Oh, wow, so much better than Cameron's. Is that caramel apple? Oh my gosh. It's the best. Oh, can't even. Oh my God. Oh. Suck it, Cam. It's the best Green River Pick ever picked. Drops next Friday on Patreon, alongside my Ben Holiday pick. But this Green River Pick will make you sick. And by sick, I mean you'll friggin' love it. That was a wink. Oh my God. That Malort is strong. It's goods in the house. Cameron says, "You son of a..." No, there's no getting around the finish of Malort. The Malort is strong and rough. Travis, does it smell like... It smells like... My Green River Pick smells like... Okay, let's pretend like anything I've ever said about whiskey was false. Let's break it down to brass tacks. The most basic and let's just be real here. All things aside, if you've never tasted or smelled a different whiskey in your life, if you had no idea what you were tasting or smelling, if you came into this adventure with nothing to compare it to, my Green River pick smells like and tastes like what the majority of America would believe Taylor Swift's sweat would do to their feelings. Do I find Taylor Swift attractive? No. Just might be weird, but I don't. But for the majority of America, that's all I can say. It's Travis Kelce's, I don't even know if that's his name. You know what? We'll just end it with Taylor Swift sweat. Cameron's Green River pick after the Buffalo Trace stuff? Oprah Winfrey? Possibly. Popular, but then again, I tasted Cameron's after a 2009 George T. Stagg. And I tasted mine after Malord. So do that what you wish in your brain. Why did Cameron tell me to taste his Green River pick after I just tasted 2009 George T. Stagg? That's not smart. That's a dumb thing. And Cameron's smart and beautiful and tall. But it's a weird thing for him to ask me to taste. Here, taste the best thing in the world, and then taste this. Oh shit, you didn't like it? Well, you know what was gonna happen. But taste mine after Malort, of course it tastes like whatever, you know? Whatever, Cameron. Alright, I'm out of here. I love you guys so much. Try a T-zone spare ball. Works well for high rev, low speed bowlers. No, I'm higher than that. Higher speed than that, but not quite. The Malort Chaser. Eek. Did my mom just say she's going to bed? That's so rude. Love you, Mom. Oh my gosh. Caitlin. Hi. I miss you. And it's weird to say I love you because you're married now, but I still love you. And I love your dad. And I think, whatever. All right, we're going to call it an evening. Last 30 minutes has been magical. It's been a whole thing. Wow, that Malort is still there. It's not great. It's bad. All right, we're gone for the evening as far as this tasting flight is concerned. Winter's Reserve from Jim Beam, pretty damn good. The Russell's 10 LLME, pretty damn good. That Malort is just honestly kicking my ass. I went double down because I thought I could do it. That's a bad idea. That's so terrible. Don't ever. If you're actually if you have the opportunity to do that, don't do it. It's terrible. And it just gets worse. So I'm going to call it an evening. I'm going to wander into the kitchen and see what is in the refrigerator that will get this taste out of my mouth. I love you guys so much. Next week is, I'm going to do, it's like it's a birthday stream because it is going to be 2 days before I turn 40. So it's my birthday stream, but it's also with Jared from Barrel King. Me and Jared going to hang out next Friday. We're going to taste the November releases, which are the King Me 1 and King Me 2. a little bit different age-stated whiskeys. And we're going to taste through Delta, which is phenomenal turkey, MGP, Southern Distilling Company, November release, and some brand new barrels we just got at Barrel King. Jared and I are going to taste through those, shoot the shit, hang out, have a bunch of fun, and celebrate my birthday. Will I blow out some candles? Maybe 40 of them? I'm still trying to deal with it because 40 is old as shit. It's like a third of the age of Cameron, which is strange. I hope he still likes me when he finds out how old I am. That's probably the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life. Which also means it's time to say goodnight. Love you guys. Have an awesome night. See you next week. Coming up, first week in November, 2 videos. Number 1 video, whiskeys that changed my life, literally. Second video is going to be whiskey lies we tell ourselves, which are 2 clickbait titles, but honestly, kind of important videos. Then we have Knob Creek Bourbon Rye Blend. That's going to come out. And then on Friday will be a live stream. Will there be other things? I don't know. I'm feeling great since the CPAP. So there might be a video every freaking day. And if there's not, don't worry about it. But if there is, high fives. Love you guys so much. Have an awesome night. I'm out of here. Until next time, my name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, head in the clouds with your mind on loving your Green River pick, because even after Malort, it tastes wonderful. Right, Cameron? High five. Good night, guys. See you next week.